What's up, people? Morning. It's really raining. This is one of the things I do on my day off. I just drop my kids in school. That's our school over there. But I can't move because it's really raining and I wasn't with umbrella. So I have to hang around somewhere. And I've got a lot of things to do this morning. I wanted to get to McDonald's and have a cup of cappuccino. Then wait for my instructor to come pick me for driving class. And keep 1 or 2 appointments again. But as it is now, I don't know. It's raining seriously and I can't move in this rain. So I have to hang around here. Everywhere it's dark. Whew. Okay, people, welcome back to my channel. It's Toby Wilson. Thank you, my returning subscribers. Thank you, my unique subscriber, unique viewers. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always being there. Yeah, while the rain keeps us down, let's do something because we can't waste time. There's no time to waste time, you know. So I want to use this medium to talk about us ladies. Yeah, I'm not. I will always take side with my gender, regardless. I don't want to know, but at the same time, we need to tell ourselves some truth. We need to be factual. And recently, there has been a lot of happenings, domestic abuse, domestic violence, leading to death, especially on the part of the female gender. And I'm always disturbed that why is this so? Why is all this thing happening? To be honest, I don't know why. But there was a particular incident that happened recently that I really felt bad. When in the process the lady lost her life, you know, and I was like, and when I listened to the interview between a blogger and the family member of that lady, I realized that it was difficult for that lady to move out of that marriage because she's got many kids. She's got 5 children for that man, and I'm like, it's difficult at times when we are not doing anything. I don't want to believe love kept her that far in that marriage. If it was really that far, I just believe that there were other things attached that were her fears that she couldn't conquer, and she had to stay in that marriage regardless of whatever challenges that she was going through. I understand that in marriages it can't all be rosy. There are times we fall out and there are times we come back. I understand because it's like 2 different people coming to live together. And even as a twin, I don't understand my brother to some extent. There's some things that he does that I'm like, when I was back on that, I can't really we always quarrel. That's even someone from my lineage, like as in my twin brother. We are from the same father, the same mother. Now talk of living with with someone from another background with different upbringing. It's difficult. I'm not passing blame here. I'm not blaming anybody because we're in the picture. I'm only talking based on what I heard in the interview with the family member. And I realized that if she really had 5 children, and if she's not really engaged or working, have something meaningful doing, it's difficult to raise 5 children all alone, especially in Nigeria with the economy or whatever. It could be the reason why she couldn't, because starting from the school fees is a lot. The school fees is going to be a lot for 5 children to be paying termly. Then even if she's earning like 1 million naira in a month and she's going to pay like 200,000 per child, then all the salary is gone. Then feeding, accommodation, if there isn't any help or support from the husband after separation, she might have thought of all these things. I'm like, no, it's better to stay. Because if you think family members are going to help you to raise those children, you are not being truthful. Not that they don't want to help if they could, but they've got their own challenges, they've got their own family, they've got their own expenses, and adding another child's on, regardless of the relationship, even if they help this month, are they going to help next month? Let's be factual. We have to stand for ourselves. We have to fend for our own family ourselves. And this has brought me to this topic about ladies not doing anything. There are terms and conditions attached to this statement right now. There are some ladies that now they can't really do anything. Maybe because the children are still very, very little. There's no way to keep them. Or maybe they are going to school, so there's no how they can work because of the commitments, school commitments. But when the children are a bit grown, they are in full school, I think we have papers. At times when we don't have papers, and now I'm talking about abroad living, abroad life now. When there is no paper, I know it can be difficult to get a job. I understand. That was why I said there are terms and conditions attached. But in the case where all these things are in place, papers are sorted out, kids are grown, and the only time we have to be with the kids is after school, doing school runs in the morning and staying with them after school. I'm like, what will you be doing if they're not working? I don't know. I can't do it anyway. I just don't see myself living under a man financially, if that is a word. I've been working since the age of 21. I became a qualified teacher at the age of 21, and I started working when I finished my program. So I've been making money since the age of 21. So that was why it was difficult for me to accept my fate when I relocated and I had issue with my papers then. I found it difficult to move on or to accept that fate because that was not me. That was not what I was used to. I was used to making money. Before I left Nigeria, as at early 2013, January, my salary and both income I made was over 100,000 naira as at 2013, January. So if I could make that amount at that time, do you know how much I'm going to be making now if I was still in Nigeria? So if I was making that amount, you could know that I was living a comfortable life. Yes, as a single lady then, because my husband had relocated, I haven't joined him, but I was still staying with my family. So I wasn't paying rent. So all the money I make is just for myself. And I use that money to invest in my education. After my NC, I went for my program, my degree program at Lagos State University. And I was funding myself. I was paying my school fees myself. It was a part-time course because I was working, I was doing all these things. And I was comfortable doing it. I was happy doing it because I can fend for myself. Now, if I could raise that amount and I could fend for my own self, then when I now relocated and I wasn't working, you can see where I'm coming from and where I now found myself. It was difficult for me to adjust to the new life I found myself because that was not me. I wasn't used to asking a guy, oh, please give me this, buy me this. I'm like, if I, as a lady, my monthly cycle, if I'm experiencing that, will I be telling my partner all the time, oh, please give me money, I need to buy what I'm going to use? I don't know. But if I want to make my hair and I'm like, oh, please give me money, then it's going to give me money based on what you can afford. If I feel like making a hairstyle of like 150 pounds and I'm asking my partner to give me 150 pounds to make just one hairstyle that will last me for like 3 or 4 weeks because I don't carry my one hairstyle for long. I don't know how to do it. Then I'm going to be irrational and I'm not contributing, I'm not working. And it's going to fend for the family needs. I think I'm asking for too much. So all these things were factors that made me not to adjust to the new life I found myself in. So in this kind of case as well, If I'm not working, if a lady is not working, how do you do some things for yourself? How do we live that extra life? Because I know ladies, we've got a lot of excesses. We want to make our hair, want to do our makeup, want to fix our nails, want to buy this and that and this and that. If you're not working, where are you going to get that money? I don't know. Terms and conditions apply, as I've said earlier. If you're not working because you just had the baby, you are pregnant, you don't have your papers, or some reasons that are really, really tenable, I agree with you and I understand. I understand you can't do anything. But when the kids are a bit grown, come on. It's even better off in Nigeria because we have family members that we can keep those children with. They can go to boarding school. You can keep them. They have school bus in Nigeria that can take the children from home, bring them back. They will do extra lesson. But in UK, I don't know. The only school buses available for to transport maybe children with vulnerable children, not for those on a mainstream school education. So if there are still some ways we can sort it out in Nigeria, then we are not still doing something to put food on the table, then the man is going to look down on us. He is the man that is doing everything. He's going to disrespect the lady because he believes it's one doing it. There's nothing the lady is going to contribute because they don't see women working. They believe you taking care of the home, you attending to the kids, doing house chores, cooking, shopping. Most men, I won't say all men now, most men don't see it as work on the part of the lady. They believe it was the big, but they can't do it. They can't. If they stay with the kids one or twice, for whatever reason, they will start moaning. They start complaining. They won't even do it 100%. That's the way they are wired. So if they don't see it that way that you're working, then why are you still stressing yourself, staying there, doing all those things? Wait, I'm gonna work. Then we're gonna do the house chores together. Then we're gonna contribute together. Then I'm ready to support you with whatever commitment, whatever expenditures we need to run in the house. So, because the essence of this video is to please, ladies, we need to get our own money. If there is any lady in 2022 without some terms and conditions I've listed that aren't doing anything to earn their own money, then you are the only one on that table. Because all of us are working, we've moved. We are no more on that table. We've moved. Not because we don't want to sit down at home. So sleep, wake up whenever we like, but because it's not helping. And we are not living the life that we want to live. We can't do the excess things that ladies do. Like now, I can't imagine myself working now and be waiting for my husband to buy me a cake on my birthday. Yes, you can do that. Why not? But if I know, I'm having a birthday, I will start the preparation with my own money. I will dictate how I want my birthday to go because I think I have some money that I can spend. If I don't have, I might not even suggest it because it will be are you okay at all? Where should we get the money? When we've got a lot of expenses to run. Then, if as of this time I want to celebrate my child's birthday and I'm not comfortable as a lady to mark my child's birthday, not big celebration this time around, to mark my child's birthday, make them cake or take them to a nice restaurant, get them good clothes to make that day special, then we've not begun. We haven't. We need to do more. So please, ladies, let us do better than what we've been doing. Kudos to all the ladies working. Kudos to single mothers doing it. Kudos to married women with kids that are still working. It's not easy. If I need to leave my house at 6 a.m. to resume work at 7, finish at 7:30, and not getting back home at 9, and still going back the next day if I'm on duty, and I still have a family to cater for, then I give it to myself. So if I can do it, if other ladies can do it, why not? This is just to challenge other ladies that feels like, oh, they are comfortable whatever the man is doing for them or for the family, regardless of the abuse, regardless of all the insults, all just because I don't know your reason. I don't know your reason. If you're not nursing a baby, if your kids are in full school, if you have where to keep them safe, and you're not still working, then how do you want the man to treat you? He won't treat you well. He won't treat you well. He won't. And we don't want to do that. We want to like, okay, how much do you have? Okay, I'm ready to support you with this. He can't do it alone. Let's be frank. He can't do it alone. If he says he's going to do it, then he's going to be struggling. Then he won't have time for himself. I remember when my partner was doing everything in the house. I noticed that he started having gray hair. And I was like, this guy is stressed. I wasn't happy. But immediately I got my paper sorted out. I know the next thing was for me to work so that I can care for myself, my excesses, care for my parents, support my siblings in whatever way I can, support my kids, support my family. I can now buy things I want in the house. If I say, this thing is not good again, we need to change it. Even if he doesn't say they need to change it. Even though he knows that it needs to be changed. But because he doesn't have them, he's like, that's not the next thing on the agenda because we're going. I'm like, okay, don't worry, I will do that because I think I've got some pounds to spare. And that's what I'm doing. So, ladies, please, let's try to do something. Let's try to earn our own money. It might not be full-time job. It could be part-time. It could be any form of business. Yes, we just have to contribute so that we can earn our respect back. Can't be suffering in silence. Because I think if that lady has something tangible or worthwhile doing, she might have left and not even look about it. Even maybe the fight or the abuse in the marriage wouldn't have gotten to that because the man was like, okay, I can't really do this to this lady. She's also helping me. She contributes. And the respect to be there, and everything would have been fine, but it's unfortunate. So please, ladies, let's do better. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my page, share my content, comment in the comment section, and I will be back in my next video. Cheers. Bye.